What if a major historical event was denied by some, despite overwhelming evidence? This is not a hypothetical question, but a disconcerting reality we deal with today. Our topic is Holocaust denial, a phenomenon that rejects the historical truth of the Holocaust, the systematic, state-sponsored murder of 6 million Jews by Nazi Germany during World War II. Holocaust denial is a disturbing facet of historical denial, a broader trend where individuals or groups dismiss the authenticity of significant historical events. These deniers, armed with conspiracy theories and misinformation, attempt to rewrite history, often with damaging consequences. They reject documented facts, eyewitness testimonies, and even physical evidence, choosing instead to believe a narrative that suits their ideologies. Understanding this phenomenon is not just about history or facts. It's about the impact of denial on our collective memory and the dangers it poses to our society. Today we delve into the alarming world of Holocaust denial. To understand Holocaust denial, we first need to revisit the Holocaust itself. The Holocaust, a tragedy that unfolded during the Second World War, was a systematic, state-sponsored genocide by Nazi Germany under Adolf Hitler's rule, aimed at the annihilation of the Jewish people. From 1933 to 1945, approximately 6 million Jews, men, women, and children, were systematically murdered. This horrific event is one of the darkest periods in human history, a grim testament to the depths of cruelty that humans can sink. The causes of this genocide were rooted in centuries-old anti-Semitism, propelled by Hitler's warped ideologies. The Nazis, deeming Jews as racially inferior, sought to purify the German race, leading to the enactment of the final solution, the plan for the total extermination of Jews. This genocide was meticulously planned and executed with chilling efficiency, with death camps, gas chambers, mass shootings, and forced labor being the primary methods of extermination. The aftermath was devastating, with entire communities destroyed and generations lost. The survivors were left to grapple with the trauma and the loss of their families and their homes. In the wake of this atrocity, the international community vowed never again, leading to the formation of the United Nations and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The evidence of the Holocaust is vast and undeniable. It is documented in countless testimonies of survivors, in the meticulous records kept by the Nazis themselves, in photographs, in the ruins of concentration camps, and in the mass graves scattered across Europe. Scholars and historians worldwide have studied and confirmed the details of this genocide. The Holocaust left a scar on human history, one that can't be erased or denied. It serves as a stark reminder of the horrors that can arise from hate and intolerance. Despite the attempts of Holocaust deniers to distort or erase this painful chapter, the truth of the Holocaust stands firm, backed by a mountain of irrefutable evidence. Despite the overwhelming evidence, Holocaust denial emerged in the wake of World War II. In the aftermath of the war, a shocking number of people started to question the reality of the Holocaust. The question then arises, why and how did this denial begin? The seeds of this denial can be traced back to the immediate post-war period. As the world grappled with the enormity of the atrocities committed, some found it easier to deny the Holocaust than confront the chilling reality. This denial didn't just spring up overnight, it was a gradual process fueled by various factors. One of the key elements was the spread of anti-Semitic sentiments. Anti-Semitism, deeply rooted in many societies, provided a fertile ground for Holocaust denial to take root. Holocaust deniers often used anti-Semitic tropes to discredit the evidence and testimonies of the Holocaust. Another significant factor was the Cold War. With the world divided into two opposing ideological camps, history became a battleground. In an attempt to discredit their rivals, some began to downplay or outright deny the Holocaust, distorting facts and spreading misinformation. This led to the rise of revisionist history, a dangerous practice that seeks to rewrite the past to fit a particular narrative. Furthermore, the rise of mass media and later the internet played a pivotal role in the spread of Holocaust denial. These platforms provided a global stage for deniers to disseminate their views, reaching a wider audience than ever before. The anonymity of the internet also allowed deniers to spread their views without fear of backlash. Holocaust denial, however, is not just a historical issue, it has real-world implications today. By denying the Holocaust, we not only dishonor the memory of the 6 million Jews who perished, but also open the door for similar atrocities to happen again. Denial paves the way for hate, bigotry, and violence. It allows us to forget our shared humanity and repeat the mistakes of the past. Denial of the Holocaust, therefore, isn't just about the past, it's about the present and future too. Fast forward to the present day, Holocaust denial is more prevalent than you might think. It's a startling fact, but there's a growing undercurrent of individuals and groups who reject the historical reality of the Holocaust. This phenomenon isn't confined to any one region or demographic, it's a global issue, and disturbingly, it's been gaining traction. The rise of the internet and social media platforms have inadvertently provided a fertile ground for such denial to take root. These platforms, designed to connect and inform, are often exploited as a means to spread misinformation and propaganda. Holocaust denial is no exception. From covert chat rooms to public forums, denial narratives are being peddled, often dressed up as alternative history or free speech. It's not just on social media where this is happening. Holocaust denial has also seeped into political discourse. There are politicians who have publicly questioned the scale and the nature of the Holocaust, or worse, outright denied it. These are not fringe figures, but individuals who hold or have held positions of power and influence. Their words have a ripple effect, legitimizing Holocaust denial and emboldening those who propagate it. The methods employed by deniers have also evolved. Now, they often opt for distortion rather than outright denial. They manipulate facts, downplay the scale of atrocities, or shift the blame. This approach is more insidious, as it can be harder to detect and counter. It's a form of historical revisionism that seeks to rewrite the past according to a particular ideological agenda. However, it's important to remember that these narratives are not based on sound historical research. They are driven by prejudice and political agenda, not a pursuit of truth. Despite the overwhelming evidence that supports the reality of the Holocaust, these narratives persist, and they pose a real threat to our collective understanding of history. Holocaust denial persists, challenging our understanding of history and truth. Scene script. Denying the Holocaust is not just a historical dispute, it's a danger to our society. Let's delve into why. Holocaust denial is a potent tool in the arsenal of hate. It seeks to distort the lens through which we view history, to manipulate our understanding of the past in a way that fosters division and intolerance. It's not merely about revising an event, it's about altering our perception of truth. When we allow such distortions to take root, we create fertile ground for the seeds of bigotry to flourish. Furthermore, the denial of the Holocaust is a tacit endorsement of the very ideologies that fueled the horrors of the Second World War. It's a silent nod to the forces of anti-Semitism, racism, and xenophobia, lending them an air of legitimacy that they neither deserve nor should be allowed to possess. It's a terrifying thought, isn't it? That by denying the past, we inadvertently give power to the hatred that could shape our future. But perhaps the most chilling danger of Holocaust denial is the threat it poses to our collective memory. The Holocaust was a dark chapter in humanity's story, a stark reminder of the depths to which we can sink when fear and hatred are allowed to rule. To forget or deny this is to risk repeating the same mistakes. History, as we know, has a disconcerting habit of repeating itself when its lessons are ignored or forgotten. So you see, Holocaust denial is not a mere academic debate. It's a malignant force that threatens to destabilize our society, to spread hate, and to obscure the lessons of history. It's a dangerous game where the stakes are incredibly high. Our collective memory, our ability to learn from the past, and ultimately our shared humanity. Holocaust denial is a dangerous perversion of history that we must confront and challenge. Because the truth matters, because history matters, and because, in the end, our future depends on how well we remember and learn from our past. In the face of denial, remembering the Holocaust is more critical than ever. This isn't just about preserving a chapter of history, it's about acknowledging the depths to which human cruelty can sink, and the heights of resilience and dignity that can oppose it. It's about understanding how systems of hate can be engineered, how societies can be manipulated, and how important it is to remain vigilant against such forces. The Holocaust is a stark reminder of what can happen when bigotry, racism, and intolerance are left unchecked. Denying its occurrence is not just an insult to the victims and survivors, but also a dangerous dismissal of the lessons it offers. We encourage you to delve deeper into the history of the Holocaust, to learn about its undeniable evidence, to listen to the stories of those who lived through it, and to pass on this knowledge. Remembering the Holocaust isn't just about the past, it's about safeguarding our future.